So they were super excited. It was a Father's Day thing, so it's awesome just to be here with the kids to experience this together.
And what I love so much about that is everyone has a story about why they are here. I mean, some people don't even have tickets for inside of Truist Park. They're just here in the Battery just for the experience. They're going to All-Star Village where they can take part in some of the interactive experiences, the batting cage, and all of the different things that they're going on over there as well. And you really don't have to have a ticket. And that's the thing the MLB really stressed to us last week when we were talking with them during a news conference. They're saying they want to have something for everyone, whether you care about baseball, like a diehard baseball fan, or if you're just someone who maybe enjoys the game casually. They say that they really just want to be able to have a touch point for everyone where you can be able to enjoy your experience here. And that last soundbite you just heard from there, I mean, the fact that they got this as a Father's Day present for a hotel room and they couldn't actually afford tickets. And then the dad was like, no, you know what? We're going to buy tickets, or I'm going to buy tickets for you guys, and we're all going to go and have a good time. It's a great family experience. I can't tell you, actually, I grew up in South Florida. Several people, my friends that I grew up with, I saw on Instagram yesterday were at the Home Run Derby, and I'm sure they're going to be here again. This is a place where you just get so many people from across the country who love baseball coming out here just to be able to enjoy the experience, to take part in this. This is the Midsummer Classic. This is one of those events that people just love going to. And that's really the one thing I've loved about being out here the last few days and since last week, hearing about why people are here. Because, I mean, again, I like baseball. I'm a baseball fan, but I don't know if I'm a diehard baseball fan like someone like my brother. So I still think I could have a fantastic experience here. I love going to a Braves game. And I think that's really what they're trying to do, is make this something for everyone. And I do want to mention one other thing. If you are planning to come on out here to the Battery or to Truist Park, the MLB is asking you to get here early. We have all the information you need on our website and our Fox Local app. Ariel?
Yeah, Victor? Tyler, Victor, I mean, the excitement that must have been on his kids' faces when he said, yeah, you treated me, now I'm going to treat you.
Nah, that's just awesome. Could you imagine, like, hey, guys, we're going to the game. We are going. And then Tyler, I mean, so yesterday I was out at the All-Star Media Day, and like you said, it's a lot of different people, a lot of different just fan bases and stuff like that you see from across the country, but also internationally. There's so much Hispanic media and Asian media. It really is an international thing. What have you seen around the Battery so far, just from that perspective of, you know, all sorts of everybody coming together really to enjoy the Midsummer Classic?
Yeah, and Victor, that's a really great point. I mean, you have people from around the world. Baseball is one of those sports, maybe not as big as soccer, but baseball does have an audience around the world that really does love this. And you do see so many different people here from different walks of life, from different countries coming out here for the chance to either be in the stadium for the game or just be out here at the Battery to enjoy the experience. And I will say, I know you did a story on him a couple weeks ago on Fox 5 and Fox Local. I saw Ongzuna here just a couple of hours ago. And so even that story was fantastic, and being able to see him here, I was like, I even knew who that was because of your story. And the only thing I'll mention is we have shade right now, so I have to admit it's really actually nice. When it's sunny out here, it is downright steamy. I mean, you can probably see some sweat on my forehead here. That's what everyone's having to deal with. The only hope is, there was word yesterday that we may see some rain later on tonight. I haven't heard from our meteorologist yet, but my fingers are crossed that we actually have a fantastic game where people can actually see the game and not have to worry about a rain delay or anything like that. But I think, is that a nice tease for what's coming up next with Jonathan?
Tyler, you're teeing us up perfectly.
Great segue.
Tyler's
segue,
like,
Tyler.
yeah, let me go get a snack. So, Tyler, we're going to let you go hang out with some fans.
Stay cool out there.
And we're going to transition. So thanks for that. Victor, I think it's about time to get a check of our weather forecast, because like Tyler said, if you're a fan and you're out there at the game, you're probably wondering what to expect. I know the Braves Stadium, Truist Park, great place to spend for a game. You can always pop into a bar, pop into a restaurant to spend some time. But if you're a super fan, you're out there, you're going to want to know what to expect.
Yeah, look, I was out at the ballpark yesterday from 1 o'clock to 10 o'clock, whatever it was. I can confirm it was very hot yesterday. It felt like a 20 temperature difference when you're standing in the sun compared to the shade. So I'm curious to see what Jonathan has on deck for us.
Yes, we're going to be checking in with him, because I definitely think that when we take a look when you go outside, it's like July just came and smacked us full force in the face.
It's hot out there. It feels
Okay,
hot.
so let's bring in Jonathan. I think we're all ready to go. We're going to get a check of your weather forecast. Jonathan, look at your smiling face.
I'm smiling but dripping at the same time. Good afternoon to you, Ariel and Victor. I have the best perch in the house no matter what the weather is or is not doing. We are standing atop the Omni, but we're on the pool deck. We're elevated above Tyler's head, if you will. Tim, why don't you turn around and show them what I have in my background, just in case I get a little too hot. I will take a dip because we're definitely dripping out here because it is scorching. I've been checking in on the temperatures and we've been running somewhere around 90, 91, 92 degrees over the past couple of hours. And then you jack up the dew point to about 70, 72 degrees. And it definitely feels like it is 95, 96. And at times it's felt like it's 100 degrees. But I want to give thanks to the clouds above. Look at that, Tim. Show them the cloud that is just hovering over the stadium right now. I wish it would just hold itself in place because if it would stay there, I think we would be all right. Because at this point, it's not sending anything down. In fact, we have managed to avoid the rain so far. But let's talk about a little bit of history. Let's do some MLB All-Star Game weather trivia. Over the past maybe 4 games to be exact, we've seen temperatures somewhere between the mid-70s and the 80s when first pitch happens. So today, will we be the exception? Well, Hotlanta will live up to its name because, yes, last year the first pitch temperature in Arlington, Texas, down at Globe Life Field where the Texas Rangers play, yes, it was in the high 70s, 78 degrees to be exact. But here's the deal. They have a roof, and the roof was closed. In fact, in Arlington that day, the high temperature was 101 degrees. What do you not see over top Truist Park there? Do we have a rooftop there, Tim? The answer is no. So I think, once again, we will live up to all things Atlanta here, and we'll warm it up with the temperature somewhere around 88 degrees. That said, as we look back in time, it's been some 25 years since the All-Star Game was played here. It was a hot July day then, and when we go back to the first All-Star Game that was played at Atlanta and Fulton County over there at the park, years ago, like 53 years ago, if I'm doing the math right, it was around 90 degrees. So July keeps on Julying no matter where you go, but always in the city of Atlanta, we're going to turn the heat up with temperatures in the 90s. Let's take a look at the numbers and the radar picture here. If you're wondering where the showers are and if they're coming our way, that's a really smart question to ask at this point in the day, because as we look out to the east of the city, that's where it's going off. It's just like someone has slung its fist out and just started drizzling showers all across the place. We're not looking at anything strong or particularly severe. However, those cells will tend to meander to the west as we get into the next 2 to 3 hour period. So the big question will be, will we get something here at the park? Well, I want to kind of give you a silver lining, if you will. The idea is if we get something, it's going to be within the next couple of hours. A cell may travel right here over the battery, over the stadium area. And what that will do will just cool us down for a bit. But by 8 o'clock, I think things are starting to get better. So let's look into the forecast. We're going to hold on to those high 80s unless a shower or storm comes through here and knocks the temp off its pedestal. Upper 80s to start the game. I think Alex Forbes is going with 86 degrees for a starting temperature. Then by 8:50, the sun is down, and that's when the numbers will start falling a bit steadier. So by the time we get into the 7th inning stretch, we should be around 81, 82 degrees. Our rain chances will also start to relent. So we've been holding at about a 40% chance for the afternoon. By the time you walk out the stadium, only a 20% shot. So when we put it all together, we are looking better than we have looked before. I like the way the forecast is trending, but I do see some action once again out east, and I have a feeling that some of those cells may start percolating right over the park. Ariel, Victor?
I definitely think I'm going to prepare for the worst here, hope for the best, prepare for the worst.
I love the trivia.
Did you say prepare, Ariel?
Yes, I did. I said prepare.
Ariel, did you say prepare?
I did.
Look at this.
What do we have?
Look at my setup over here.
Oh,
Bam.
It's like
And I've
you're
already
a
put it to work.
meteorologist.
No rain, but the sun is sunning. Where the fans at? Right here. Check it out.
Listen,
got it from Amazon
if
the other
you
day.
don't
Brought
have
it
one
out.
of
Used it for
those-
Beyonce last night.
Are you even from Atlanta? If you don't have one of those, you're not. You can't hang
Yeah.
with us. You need a
You don't
fan.
know nothing about this place if you don't have it. So I'm ready to go. Come what may, temperature up or down. I get everything I need, and they also brought me a bite to eat, so I'm about to get off here so I can.
Yeah, can't wait for you to jump in the pool over there too.
Jonathan, we know where your priorities are. We know you have
wait
that
till
pool.
4 o'clock.
Yeah, we know you're ready. We
Just
love
wait.
the trivia. We're going to stay tuned. Thanks for that great forecast. You go enjoy yourself. We're going to bring it back here in studio. Jonathan, thanks so much. Victor, I mean, I think that's a forecast I can live with for an All-Star game, if we're being honest.
Yeah, it's hot. I think that's the better sentiment, and what he was saying was he likes where it's trending, where hopefully rain can go away, and even though it's hot, you know, we can still have a nice rainless game.
And when you look at it, I mean, by the time we get to around 9 p.m., 7 p.m., things will start to cool off. We're still going to be warm. It's still going to feel hot and humid. It is July in Georgia after all, but if we can hold off on those rain chances, that's really what we care about. So it is time for a break, Victor, if you can believe it. You guys, we're going to take a break. We're going to have more MLB All-Star Game coverage for you coming up after this. Of course, you don't have to be a Braves or baseball fan to enjoy this with us. We'll see you back here in just a bit. Well, welcome in. I'm Ariel Onstadt here with Victor Prieto. Victor, we are talking all things MLB All-Star Game, and I've been having fun doing this with you so far.
It's been great. I mean, what's better than an All-Star Game here in Atlanta, the host city, the third time the city's ever done it, first time at Truist. So fun.
I love it. You know, the MLB All-Star Game has been going on since 1933. First time in Chicago. It's great to see Atlanta get it because, hey, like, we love to rep our city.
Yeah, I mean, and Atlanta has deserved one for a while.
Yes.
It's been, we've been waiting, and it's good to finally have one.
So our Justin Fielder and Ron Gant, maybe we've heard of him,
Yeah,
you know, Braves.
He knows a thing or two about
yeah,
the Braves.
I love it. Justin, great to see you guys out there. What can we expect for this MLB All-Star Game?
All right, Ariel, first of all, you said the stars are going to be here. Let's talk about the star in our universe. I'm not talking about Ron. I'm talking about the sun right now because, Ron, we were in clouds for like 10 minutes, and it was nice.
Yeah, and that was only like a minute ago, right before we come on. The clouds kind of disappear, sun's out. It's hot, but hey, look, it's a big day for us, and so we're happy about it. I don't care if it's hot.
This is what we're doing here on Fox Local. We're going to watch over the course of this live shot how sweaty Ron and I get.
We're trying not to, but, you know, it's going to be tough.
I got no promises. All right, well, let's talk about this game, Ron.
Yeah.
It's here. We're just a couple hours away. We're live on the field. What are you looking forward to? You're somebody who's played in these games.
Yeah, I mean, this is, as a player, you know, when you get drafted, there's three things you want. You want to get called up to the majors. The second thing is you want to get on a team and try to help them get to a World Series and maybe win a World Series one day. And the third thing is to play in an All-Star game, because that's what you work for. You work so hard at all the extra BP or the extra bullpen sessions. It's for you to be an All-Star and for people to appreciate what you've done in your career. And when you become an All-Star, it's the best thing you could imagine. It's something you just dream about as a kid.
What was it like for you? What are your favorite memories? You were in a home run derby.
Yeah.
When you think back, what were your favorite memories?
Yeah, I had some flashbacks last night of that home run derby. It was so much fun to watch. But listen, hey, you know, when you first walk into the clubhouse as an All-Star and you see all the different jerseys and the different lockers and all the big names and guys you kind of look up to, you know, playing, some of them veteran players, and, you know, I was pretty young still, so you get to meet all those guys and you just feel like you're on top of the world.
I went back and looked at the box scores of some of your All-Star games.
Oh, no.
And not for how everybody did, but the names in that game.
No. I mean,
who do you remember? Like, oh my gosh, look 2 lockers over and it's blank, because you had a
well,
who's
I
who.
mean, you get to meet all the different players, not just on the National League side, but some of the guys on the American League side too. I have photos with Griffey Jr. and Mark McGuire, Barry Bonds, Sheffield, all those guys that could just rake, you know. And I felt like, wow, man, I might be in over my head here, but I held my own, that's for sure.
Let me talking about real quick the younger guys. I'm going to pivot for just a moment, because a few days ago on Saturday, the big event was the MLB Futures Game, right? It was the minor league players, the players who hope to be in the All-Star Game one day. How cool is that for those guys to get to be around this and see, like you're talking about, what they aspire to?
Well, see, when you're in the minor leagues, you want to get to the big leagues. So anytime you get a chance to actually, you know, play in a big league ballpark or be around big league players, you just soak it all in and make sure that you pick all these guys' brain, and then you go out on the field and just show off. And trust me, you will get noticed, that's for sure. One
guy who's getting noticed a lot, and we have some sound for you we're going to play right now, is Charlie Condon. He went to UGA, #1 pick. He's from Atlanta, played at the Walker School. So Charlie Condon was in the MLB Futures Game. We had a chance to catch up with him in the clubhouse here at Truist Park before the Futures Game. Take a listen to some of what Charlie Condon had to say this past weekend.
I got a call from our farm director telling me that I was going to be invited to play in it, and I was really excited because it didn't hit me until after that I realized it was in Atlanta. And so it was nice to realize that because at the time I was still out in Washington and I wasn't sure if I was going to come home for All-Star break or anything like that, but then I was forced to come home for All-Star break, which is a good thing.
Are you going to be able to stay here like All-Star weekend for all the festivities as well? Is there anyone you're excited to see or watch play?
Sure, I'll be around. I don't know if I'll be at any of the events, but I'll obviously be tuned into all of them and as much access to all the cool stuff we've got going on this week. I'm going to try to take full advantage.
Have you unpacked in the last 2.5 weeks?
No, I've gotten pretty good at living with my entire life, being able to carry it, and so it's about this bag right here, and that's about it. So yeah, I've been from Washington to Hartford back down to here. I've a bunch of different hotels and all that stuff. But I mean, that's the nomad lifestyle that baseball is, and so I've gotten comfortable with that. It keeps me on my toes. It's fun. It's good.
How do you look at the progress you've made this year to get the Futures Game invitation, to get promoted? How do you look at it?
Yeah, it's a lot of hard work this offseason. I think everybody knows that my first showing in professional baseball wasn't what I wanted it to be, and I knew that it wasn't going to define my career. And so, that's just kind of the mentality I took to it, was just one season doesn't define you, one day doesn't define you. And so, just really proud of the work that I've put in to get back to this spot, and I know that there's still a lot more ladder to climb, and so just keeping my head looking up and looking towards the horizon.
The only other thing I want to ask you about is you got a Walker School reunion kind of in here. That's crazy, first of all, and have you caught up with the guy across the clubhouse?
I have quite a bit. Yeah, I know. It's me and Gino graduated from, we had he was a class ahead of me, but we had 90 people in both our classes, and so not a particularly strong baseball team either, and so to end up in this spot with him is really cool, and to have this reunion, it was Never played against him in college, so we didn't overlap there, but played against him once last year in high A. And to share the field with him here it's cool to be in Atlanta also. It's just like you think, like with all the world of baseball and all the players out there, like to have him and I realign paths, it's cool.
All right, back here live at Truist Park. That was Charlie Condon, Atlanta's own, UGA's own, who played in the Futures game here this weekend, because it's not just the All-Star game. It's been a whole week of events and years of planning, as we're pleased to be joined right now by Hannah Basinger, Braves Senior Vice President of Operations. And I got to start with the bling, Hannah. Look at what we got coming out on set with the sun. I got to like take a step back.
See, I figured that she wanted to make me jealous with that bling, so I'm jealous right now.
Hannah, what's it like wearing that?
It feels good. Yeah,
I'm
it feels
sure,
good.
I'm sure.
And honestly, it comes out for special occasions. And so what better occasion than hosting the All-Star Game here in Atlanta? Like you said, a lot of years of preparation. So you got to bring out the bling for that.
You got a championship ring, and it's been a championship level event with the fans and all the preparation. So how have things gone from your point of view? What have you been hearing?
I've heard great things. I hope our fans and baseball fans from all over the world actually have really enjoyed it. This is why we built Truist Park and the Battery Atlanta, to host global events like this and to really bring people from all over the world as a destination. It's not just a sports venue, it's mixed-use entertainment, and it's a lot of fun here. So I'm hearing good things. It's been so exciting, and we can't wait to have the All-Star Game tonight.
You just mentioned some of the pregame events that are going to take place this afternoon and heading up into the All-Star Game. I got here at 5 o'clock this morning. I was on the air, and they were just now erecting the red carpet area, and it looks amazing already.
It looks amazing. That show is actually wrapping up maybe as we speak. So all the stars have walked the red carpet in all of their outfits. Families, it's packed out there. A lot of people are out there. We encourage people to just hang out in the Battery today. Come early, and there's a very special pregame ceremony. So get in your seats by 7. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I heard there's some big name singers going to be performing as well.
There's some big names. It may be out there, but I encourage people to get their seats early. It starts at 7, and it's a mix of hip hop. It's a mix of country. I think it really represents the rich music culture here in Atlanta, too.
That is awesome.
Hopefully everybody walking the red carpet today, all the players and their families have some breathable fabrics.
Yes.
We got a cloud right now, Hannah. Thank you for bringing that to us.
Yes,
we need
indeed.
that. But the fan experience, that's been such an emphasis, whether it's having the access at the All-Star Village, if you're not coming to the game, the merchandise, the food. What kind of things have you guys been working on for the fan experience for this whole event?
Honestly, doing what we do best every single day, but on a much bigger stage. So we take a lot of pride here at the Braves, at the Battery, in delivering the best fan experience possible. All the way down to our staff and who we bring in to work here, they love it here. And they love that fan connection. And so it's really exciting for me to see that fans from all over the world are getting to experience a little bit of Southern hospitality the way we do it here at the Braves. So I'm really excited that we get to welcome all the fans that we are.
And it's not just the fans either. I played in 2 All-Star games, and it feels like when you go to a city to play in an All-Star game, the city really embraces you and takes care of the players as well, and make sure the players and their families are comfortable, right?
Absolutely. Right now we have players being escorted through our ballpark, a lot of staff on hands to get them to where they need to go post red carpet show. This is MLB's event, and we are the host location, and so not only do we want to be a good partner for MLB, we want the players to walk away from Atlanta saying, I like how they do things there.
I believe they will. I believe they will,
Good.
for sure.
Then we have done our job.
Yes.
Joined by Hannah Basinger. One last question, Senior Vice President for Operations with the Braves, then we'll send it back to the studio. So Ronald Acuna Jr. probably is looking for a fastball down the middle to hit a home run tonight, right? We got Matt Olson's going to look up and see all his friends and families from Atlanta. So after all the work you've done on this week, what are you most looking forward to tonight?
I am looking forward to seeing this ballpark full. And there's something really special about getting to walk around this place right now, empty. It's got a little bit of a different vibe to it to see it empty, but when it comes to life And when you see the fans looking out on the field, smiles, looking at their parents, looking at each other, you remember why you do this. And it's really special. And to be a part of All-Star Week and the 95th All-Star Game, I cannot wait for our fans to see it.
We can't wait to see it either.
Tremendous
Hannah
job,
Basinger,
for sure.
absolutely, Senior Vice President of Operations with the Braves. We thank you so much for your time. Wish you luck tonight. We're going to send it back to Victor and Ariel in the studio as we savor this one little cloud up there and giving us shade. It's a relief.
Justin, Ron, Hannah, thank you guys so much. Please stay cool and hydrate. We're going to check back in with you a bit later, Justin and Ron, but thank you. Yeah, Victor, cloud coverage. We love to see it. Thanks, guys. Okay, Victor, I think this is a really good time to just hone in on something that Justin was talking about. We were laughing about how drenched in sweat they would likely be by the time they were done talking, but it is serious. It is very hot. So have water. You know, you think that maybe you don't need it, drink water. Make sure you give yourself breaks in the shade, breaks in some air conditioning, because the last thing you want is to go out and enjoy a game like this and you suffer from heat exhaustion.
Yeah, stay hydrated with the electrolytes, whether it's Gatorade or whatever it is. Yesterday when I was leaving the ballpark, they were handing out free water.
Yeah.
So hopefully, I'm sure they'll have similar stations today where they'll be handing out stations of water just to keep people cool and hydrated and everything like that.
Yeah.
Like we heard from Jonathan earlier, the heat's not a joke.
Not at all. Okay, it is about that time to take a break. When we come back, we're going to have more All-Star coverage for you, including something special you can do near the game. We'll have that after this. Well, welcome back. I'm Ariel Onstad here with Victor Prieto, and we are talking all things Braves All-Star. I guess I shouldn't say Braves alone, but you know I'm a Braves girly, so I'm going to give them their flowers.
Braves All-Star, everything.
There we go.
You know, and we're talking more.
Yeah, so if you are not going to the game, right, but you're hanging out around the Battery and you are looking for something to do, we are looking at Chris Rosenthal right now. Chris is at the All-Star Village, and Chris, this sounds like something that fans can enjoy, and it's just a great thing for the whole family.
That's right. You know, even if you're going to the game or you're not going to the game, you can come on out here and have fun. This is going till 6 o'clock, so there's still some time to come out here. $35 for adults, $30 for children. Lots of great events and exhibits here to see. They have autograph sessions. Brian Jones inside now signing autographs. I saw Roberto Clemente Jr. earlier. So lots of great stuff, lots of great interactive things. Let me show you around here. We have on the outside here, we have some all-star pitching. You can try your hand at pitching. This young man, I think, is going to step up to the plate and give a throw here. Let's see how he does. All right, not so bad, not so bad. But I think the thing everybody really wants to do is the hitting and the batting. Especially, after watching the home run derby, that really inspires a lot of people. And I got a young man over here. This is Liam. Liam, how's it going, buddy? You're a big Braves fan. Do you have a favorite? Player?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who is that?
Ronald Acuna Jr.
Oh wow! And so Ronald Acuna Jr. That's your favorite player.
Yeah.
So, are you going to the game tonight?
Yeah.
Wow. Who are you excited to see play? Ronald.
Ronald.
Awesome. So you play baseball, don't you?
Yeah.
All right, Liam. So are you going to step up to the plate and try and hit some balls for us?
Yeah.
Why don't you step on in there? Let's see how Liam does. Look at that. He even has his name on his jersey. He's a real fan. All right, here he goes. Let's see if he can hit a home run. All right, here we go, Liam. All right, you made some contact. All right. Look at that. Oh, wow. Oh, man. Let's see. Oh, boy. Swing and a miss.
Watch the ball, Liam. You got this.
All right, Liam.
Oh, good swing, Liam.
All right.
Yeah. Good job.
All right. Good job, Liam. Good job, Liam. So.
Good job, buddy.
There we go. So yeah, it's a little bit of everything for everybody. We have these are some of the smaller cages they have here. We got some of the bigger cages that really get you could really stretch out here and really see how far you can hit it here. Oh man, these guys are. We got some more room here. So there's still, like I said, you still have until about 6 o'clock to come out here. There you go. You still have until about 6 o'clock to come out here, give this a try, and hit some balls. And maybe I can give this a try a little bit later. We'll see.
Yeah, I'd like to see you try, Chris. I feel like you'd be good at this.
Why don't we switch? You can switch places with Liam. You give him the camera, then you get in there and hit some. I think we make it happen.
What I love is how the All-Star Village has something for all ages. Chris, you were just showing us. It's like they have cages for the littles, and then they have, we're watching like an adult hit a ball, right?
I mean, I want to get in there right now. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
If I was there, I want to step into this. Yeah, it is really cool that they thought of everything for everyone, right? It's whether it's like you showed us earlier, the pitching game, or here in the batting cages going out. Like you said, the home run derby yesterday, everyone's in that mind. They want to be like Cal Riley. So
they want to get it done.
Yeah.
Chris, of all the things you've seen so far in the All-Star Village, what's your favorite? What do you really like?
You know what? I think the hitting. I mean, there's nothing like getting in a cage and crushing a ball and seeing how far you can hit it. I used to play softball as a kid, and that was one of my favorite parts about the game. Was just hitting the ball. So
that sweet smack when the ball and the bat make contact, and you've got a good one.
I feel like the art of batting cages too has fallen off too, right? You go when you play baseball, you go to the cages, right, or whatever it is for practice. We should start making it a thing to go to batting cages for fun,
Yeah, I like it.
Absolutely, absolutely.
No, that's awesome.
Okay, Chris, we'll let you go hang out. Maybe you can hit some balls by yourself. No one's watching, so you can practice. You can get it on. Maybe.
I'm not shy. Not shy.
Thanks, Chris. Okay, so talking about those who are going to be hitting right in the All-Star Game tonight. Yeah. We do have some Braves players that are going to be playing, and it's really exciting because it's like Ron Gant was saying earlier, to be called into an All-Star Game is such an honor.
Oh, I mean, it's right. It's one of those things you play for, and to earn that honor of being an All-Star is something that is a very big deal for the Braves this year. They have 3 All-Stars with Matt Olson, Ronald Acuna Jr., and Chris Sale. We'll be able to see Ronald Acuna and Matt Olson. We saw Matt Olson yesterday in the home run derby. You saw how he did. He had that stretch. Unfortunately, he was eliminated in the first round, but he had that stretch with 6 straight homers, and the crowd was lifting him up. I thought the place was going to explode, and unfortunately, you know, he kind of bummed out in the bonus round. But still, the place tonight, it's going to be really good. Cheering on the hometown Braves, guys. That's what it's all about when you host, when you're the host city for an All-Star game.
It's so exciting, and I know you guys actually, we're taking a live look. You can see at the ballpark now, empty.
The storm.
Yeah, truly. I mean, it's just kind of like they were talking about earlier. So exciting to see it empty like this when it's going to be packed soon enough.
I did think that was really cool. Hannah, our guest with Justin and Ron were talking to earlier, like she said, it's cool to see it now empty because, I mean, yesterday, like I said, I was at the home run derby and seeing they had the flyover during the national anthem, seeing everybody standing on their feet, the entire national flag was stretched all over the outfield.
That's
it really
beautiful.
is a beautiful, goose-bumping like sight to see, and it's awesome. Oh, you see our cameraman Blaine there getting
He's getting it ready. I love it. He's setting it up. Okay, so I do know that you guys spoke to Matt Olson, and I would like to hear kind of what he had to say leading into this, because of the fact that he is playing a role in this.
Yeah, not to mention he's also a hometown guy.
Yeah.
So we'll hear from him now.
Yeah.
I was just saying, probably not anything that I'll be able to fully appreciate until, you know, after the fact, maybe down the road at some point. I feel like I'm appreciating now, but it's, you know, it's one of those things that you got to circle back on. But yeah, definitely full circle, and you got to enjoy it.
What's the key? You've been in the Derby before, so what's the key to kind of get a rhythm going?
That is the key, is to get the rhythm. You know, there's a bunch of different factors. You know, being able to just square a couple up at the right trajectory can get you going and get you hot.
Speedway Classic in Bristol Motor Speedway is less than a month away. I guess you saw they finished laying down the turf.
Yeah, I saw a picture of it.
So what's your thoughts about getting to play inside the NASCAR track?
It should be cool. I've never been to a NASCAR venue, so being able to see it will be fun. I know it's like, 120,000 people or something like that, so should be an electric crowd. And you know, I like the games that, you know, the Field of Dream games, the London games, Tokyo, all that kind of stuff. Go play at a place that you normally don't do it, and, you know, give a little different brand of baseball to fans.
Have you had any time to rest? What time did you get in last night to prepare yourself?
Not so much rest, but, you know, we're kind of numb to it at this point.
Okay.
Did you have time to practice?
No, we didn't practice. We'll get in the cage here at some point, you know.
Have you just playing here, in terms of the ball flying out to right, have you found that the ball flies out to right a little better, especially when it's hot?
I mean, right field's probably a little shorter than like left center. Obviously, the taller wall. It's really like wind dependent, I would say, depending on which way the wind's blowing. So no secrets on where it's going to be flying. I don't know.
Okay. We were talking about playing inside the track. Do you see any special challenges with that, or is it just baseball?
I don't know. I mean, I hope it's just baseball, you know, by the end of it. But I don't know if visuals are going to be different, if it's going to be hot as you know what with coming off the pavement. I don't know. I guess we'll just see.
Matt, how much of a family do you have?
I got my wife, my parents, my brother, my wife's parents, a couple friends. Yeah.
When we get to past the Derby into Tuesday, what's your favorite thing? I mean, is it talking to the other All-Stars? Is it fireworks? What's your favorite part?
Favorite part is just kind of chopping it up with the other guys you don't get the chance to. You know, you watch guys play and watch how they go about their game, but I always like, you know, getting face to face with a guy, talking to them, kind of, you know, seeing what kind of a dude they are, and you know, generally I walk away appreciating the guy even more. So that's always my, you know, what little downtime we get during this, you know, talking around with each other.
Is there anyone in your past experiences that you really enjoyed catching up with, like a better player or somebody that you remember watching?
Shoot, there's so many that, you know, I haven't had a bad experience, so nobody really singled out. No.
Does it help you?
I'm excited to see him play.
Me too, and I think something too that I think you mentioned there too. Yesterday, him competing in the home run derby. He's obviously a hometown kid. He was born and raised here in Atlanta and everything like that. He said he went to the last home run derby when it was here in Atlanta. He was 6 years old, I think, as a fan. And then to get to compete again when it's in Atlanta, such a cool story. But obviously, he didn't get to advance. He still put on a really fun showing, though, for the fans. It was probably the moment of the night, especially in terms of how loud it got in the atmosphere there. So just so cool, really cool that he's also going to have the opportunity. Friends and family there now for him to be there tonight. So cool.
Okay, Victor, it's time. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to have more All-Star Game coverage for you guys. So we'll see you back here in just a bit. Don't go anywhere. Well, welcome back. I'm Ariel Onstad here with Victor Prieto. Victor, we're just having a great time.
It's been great so far. We're getting ready. I mean, we've been talking about this all week, right, for the All-Star Game. The night's finally here, and we got some coverage all around the Battery. We'll get some more now.
Yeah, so one of the important facets of an All-Star Game, of course, you have to have the red carpet.
Yes.
And
essential.
I feel like, we see so many of these players out there looking so fly in their fits. We're going to see them on the carpet. We're going to wonder, hey, who's doing it the best? Our Kelly Price has actually been out at the red carpet. And Kelly, great to see you. Hope you're doing okay. I know it's hot out there. Have you been seeing anything interesting? Tell us what's going on.
Yeah, not a lot going on anymore. The red carpet ended around 3:30. It is super hot out here, but there were tons of fans checking it all out. The players were all dressed to the nines despite the heat. Ronald Acuna Jr. had on, I think, one of the best fits of the afternoon. Chris Sale obviously there, as well as Matt Olson. We got a chance to talk to Matt Olson. He had his 6-month-old son with him, braving the heat. They were wearing kind of like matching suits and sunglasses, so that was a fun moment as well. But also fun to see Freddie Freeman walk the red carpet with his wife and 3 sons. Lots of love from the Braves fans in attendance for him. Shohei Ohtani, of course, walking the red carpet. Lots of Japanese media here to see him, and lots of Dodger fans excited to see Shohei Ohtani, and baseball fans in general. But also just cool to see a lot of these kind of stars in the baseball world in real life. A lot of them we don't get to see up close and personal when we cover the Braves. We don't, get to talk to Shohei Ohtani and guys like that. Max Fried, of course, also walking the red carpet with the Yankees. So all the best and brightest here right in front of the Roxy at the Battery, guys.
So cool, Kelly. Victor, I'm curious. Kelly, who were you like the most starstruck to talk to? Who had the coolest kind of thing to say about being in Atlanta? What did you enjoy? Who did you enjoy getting to know?
I mean, I think the coolest person, in my opinion, that I've seen this weekend is Shohei Ohtani. I've never seen him so close and, up close and personal. He actually bumped into me at media day yesterday. He was very polite about it, but it was really cool to kind of rub shoulders with him. He is a humongous human being, and obviously we cover pretty big human beings for a living as we cover athletes, but he is an exceptional athlete in his own right, really one of one. So that's a cool person that we don't normally get to see very often. The Braves guys we often talk to, obviously, in the clubhouse, so I feel like we know them pretty well. But Manny Machado was also a guy that walked the red carpet, had a really nice fit. He was cool to see. Trying to think who else was really a standout, but yeah, lots of familiar faces for baseball fans out there.
The Ohtani effect is definitely very real, Kelly. I mean, we were there yesterday at the All-Star. The lines were up to 6-7 deep of the amount of people. I think he had 50 or 60 people surrounding his little chair for media day to sit down. They love that guy, and obviously deservedly so, because Ohtani is he's just incredible. I know you said, player. Kelly, Acuna has your fit of the day. I guess can we get a top 3 maybe fits right now on the red carpet? What do we think? You gotta break it down for us.
I really liked Fernando Tatis. I really liked Acuna, like I mentioned. Manny Machado had a good fit. There were a couple like matching family outfits that were really cute. Like the sons were in with the dad. The suits were matching, and there was 3 girls that I don't know whose daughters they were, because they kind of came by themselves, and I'm not sure who they were attached to, but they were really cute. But it's just fun to see like the little kids, the families, the wives, the moms and dads of some of these guys all kind of dressed up. Even though it's 1,000,000 degrees outside, they all looked pretty perfect.
Kelly, I love it. I feel like after this, I'm literally going to be, Googling, hey, I need to see this immediately. I need to see what they looked like and see the fits.
I like the match.
Kelly, we'll go let you get a glass of water and hopefully cool off. Thank you for giving us an update. Please stay cool and hydrated. We're going to bring it back here, Victor, because we have an all-star of our own to get to.
Yeah, I know.
Our very own Ron Gant. So he is out there down on the field.
Hey.
Ron, how's it going? I hope you're staying hydrated. I see it looks a little warm out there.
I am. Plenty of water around here. I'm staying hydrated, but it doesn't matter. I'm so excited right now. I had a flashback from last night, the home run derby. It was so exciting to watch. I participated in a home run derby in 1995 in Arlington, Texas. So being a part of that was something special and something that I'll never, ever forget. So watching those guys last night just bomb, home runs out of this ballpark was just amazing. It was just a great feeling for me to watch.
Ron, I can only imagine, Victor and I were just talking about this, and I know you touched on this feeling a little bit before with Justin, but just what it's like to be a young boy and watch a all-star game and then to grow up and participate in one, that just has to be the most surreal feeling.
I mean, I'm sure Matt Olson hasn't come down from cloud 9 right now. I mean, you get traded back to your hometown, the Atlanta Braves. You make an all-star team. You enter the home run derby, and you put on a pretty good show there, even though he had to exit early. But for him, I mean, it has to be something special for him and his family. All of his, his kids are here. I mean, it's just, if you're a player, you dream about going to an all-star game and having your family there. And that's what happened to me in Arlington, Texas in 1995. Growing up in Texas, all my family was there. So for him, I'm sure it's something that he and his kids will never, ever forget.
I'm curious, Victor, maybe you are too. Ron, what is something about an all-star game that fans may not know? Maybe lesser-known trivia, lesser-known fact, lesser-known something that you know, of course, that you think other people should know? Putting you on the spot.
Well, I mean, if I tell you, I have to kill you, right? No, there's, it's all the, that's a good question though, because even though you don't know, back then we didn't know a lot of the guys on the American League side because, we didn't have interleague play. So being able to meet those guys and see and hear some of their superstitions and some of the weird things that they do before games and after games, I was like, wow, I thought I was kind of nuts, but some of these guys are way out there.
All right, now you got to give it to us.
Yeah,
what's the craziest, most memorable superstition or whatever, you know, that you
You don't have to out anyone. We just need to know what it is.
Oh, I mean, I'm talking about wearing the same clothes for a while when you're on a hitting streak. You don't change clothes. You eat the same thing every day. So there's some ones. This is a family show, so I got to keep it clean. But there's a lot of them I can't tell you about.
What's your superstition, Ron?
I didn't have many, but if I was on a hot streak, I would try to go to the ballpark the same way every day, eat the same food, try to go to bed at the same time because, when you're going through a bad period, you're trying everything to get out of that bad period. So when you're in a good period, you're trying to make that thing last, man.
Yeah, you just replicate it, right? Consistent routine. You got to do whatever you can to keep repeating. I want to ask you too, Ron, as someone who, participated in a home run derby, you have that experience of being down there during the field. What's it like now seeing it from this perspective as the media, as a fan, and just seeing it back here in Atlanta?
Well, back before I retired, I played against Sammy Sosa, played with Mark McGwire, played against Barry Bonds, and you see all these guys that can really mash the baseball. But these young guys, man, are really impressing me. What I watched last night is pretty much the future of baseball. A lot of these guys are going to become the face of baseball. You talk about James Wood from the Washington Nationals, of course, Matt Olson, the hometown boy, O'Neal Cruz, Ellie Dela Cruz, who didn't even participate in. These guys are like 6'7". And they can run, they're fast, they can hit homers. They're just super talented players. So to be able to watch them in action and be able to see how good they are, it's just amazing. And I played the game a long time, but these guys really impress me.
Ron, this is just incredible. So good to hear your experience and expertise and get your all-star wisdom for us. So this has just been great. It's been great having you. I'm going to let you go cool off. We're going to bring it back here to studio.
Yes.
But thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Thank you guys so much. We'll see you soon, okay?
Yeah, see you soon. Okay, Victor. So if you can believe it, it is already about that time where we're going to take a break and we're going to have more Braves coverage for you guys. Before I let you go, I just want to remind you, fox5atlanta.com, Fox local app. You can get all your All-Star Game coverage, things to know, and get to the game safely.
It's all here.
Victor, it's been fun. Fist bump.
Let's do it.
All right, guys, be safe and have a great All-Star Game night. We appreciated having you here with us streaming along.